taking on the New York Jets. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Already here, they're audible to something else.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos, 18 Ravens, Warriors, 70, Buffalo 18.
Right to the air is Daniels. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson. This would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. The middle to Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5. And 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 take, Dragon 60. That's good. Come back, team.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Thank you.
They're looking for one, but it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And this Charles definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out it got into his head a little bit.
Brown 80! What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of now 2nd and short. Early shot here.
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready?
Allen going to throw. It's complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. The Jets had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. Now, they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Again, running right is Hall. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 33-yard line.
52.
Here's Allen. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. They show up a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Straight ahead, here's the over. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
At the 22-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
17-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because it took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now Allen. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scores or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Daniels. He'll go right back to Long. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
It's a gain of 17
Left wing,
yards.
19!
First down, Bills.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up second.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, step hiking, 18!
From the gun to give to Davis. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. To the air goes Daniels. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
60 Bobcats, 60, 79 Broncos. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. He's got his man London right side. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 15.
Here's Daniels. Throws right back to London, complete again. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Daniels looking to throw. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
10 yards. And the Bills.
Past the 60, past the 60.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. So no gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Got it, ready?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready?
Johnson is in. Touchdown Bills. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
offense taking over for their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra into it.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. 2 yards, good enough for first.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Paul on the deep up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Throwing now is Allen. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity to push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only the worst of the season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
His kick is good.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. To throw, it's Allen. He's got him in, complete. Out across midfield, down to the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Brown 80! Stop.
From the gun, it's Allen. He finds Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen. And he's got his man on the outrun. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish it with the half and get on and talk about it.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
60 by 6, 60 by, track him, 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Passes more, and it's Shakir. He's to the 15. Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Jets 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? His game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. After all the offense that you already referenced in the first half, they'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
319! Look out!
To the air, Allen. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. The ball down is a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Allen. And Allen going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Allen going to go on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Allen again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Straight ahead is home. And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Allen going to throw. Well, that is incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Davis now to return it, and he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And they get him down, but that before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Bills.
Back to throw now on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, they get back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Give him about 5 as he gets this into a 48-yard line.
Crap roll 80. Crap 50.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Shakir hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills first
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, are microcosm, really, they can hurt you. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go street. Hey,
Graham in motion left.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing now is Daniels. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now can they reverse the trend on third and goal? The last 2 plays having gone backwards.
down and goal.
To the air goes Daniels. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Drake London. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Now Allen. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it. And all teams are looking for leadership from that spot. and this guy provides it.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second and a couple.
44-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not much. There's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers.
And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake, Daniels. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
60 Eagles, 60, Dragon 60. Ready.
Here's Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 16 and another first down. Daniels looking to throw. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come on. 19 Lions. Panther 60, 19 Titans.
Now Daniels. That is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Daniels. And it is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And looking at the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Lightning 18.
They'll look to throw again. Now Daniels going to keep it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when you realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
To the end zone, and it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Davis. And he'll get it. Touchdown. Ray Davis, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Touchdown, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brown 80! Hey, tight. Middle.
To throw, it's Allen. Well, he'll find Hall. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Allen going to change the look here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
319!
got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Connects on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jets 21.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Bills 42. Jets 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
That's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, he's got him first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Half 85, half 85.
Here's Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's second and 10.
Brown 80. Hey, tight.
Allen. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And again, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Fulton. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
42. Jets 28.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Drake London, 39 yards. And the Bills tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose foot there. Well, this is picked up by the Bills. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
19, charge, 19, Charger, 19, charge, Dragon, 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this is caught for the Bills. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game that's been frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
To the air, Allen. He's going to let it fly. That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.